Final Pogba will leave it for Rashford. He strikes. Oh, it's a goal! Staying on a bit this time. Look, they went for Malacia. Lovely touch by Fernandez. Cavani! Rashford all the way across goal. What a finish!
Welcome everyone and welcome to All In All United.
Good night.
Fellas, how we doing? And I welcome back to Chef and Jody the Juju Boss. Fellas, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Good. No Manchester to stress me out. I real good.
Good. As we talk about it, Chef, you think that a real statement, boy? No Manchester to stress you, because last time I said that and somebody in my mind, you sure, boy?
Dan,
Manchester is stressing you out, boy?
I really realized, like, I was thankful season done, you know. My stress level going down. All I could concentrate now is cooking the people food and my children. Nothing to stress me out.
Yeah, but you're stressing me out because you're only posting up all kind of nice food on Facebook, you see.
Don't worry. When we had the line, you eat nice, man. But I want some of your mother palori.
All right. It's the sauce. You gotta get from Jody.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Jody, so how things on your side, buddy?
Quiet. Glad for the off season. Just back relaxing, watching everybody with the posts, who they want come in, who they think should come in, who they think should leave. And just back watching them and just shaking my head at them because like them know more than me.
All right. Nice. So let's get some comments here. We have we have Josiah on the inside, buddy. Thanks for joining. Good night to you. And only we have Kurt on the inside. And Kurt, I don't know if at Liberty Bag will still say it, right? But your Kurt got married just recently, so massive congrats to Kurt. Yeah, man.
Nice one.
Congrats.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Congrats, man.
So I don't know if he's still on the honeymoon, but I know for sure he's in honeymoon phase, you know?
Alright.
So fellas, we get into the mix one time. So a lot has happened since our transfer talk show last week, right? Most of the guys would have returned to preseason training, and you know you're seeing the pictures and the little clips of Ten Hag. It bringing back that sense of optimism, at least for me, right? You know, positivity and them kind of nice little things. You know, you've seen players smiling, you know, they're looking determined and so on. So, I mean, I know I learn not to get take with that, but I'll be honest with you, I have a nice little feeling about how things going, you know. We spoke about, you know, our lack in terms of promptness in the transfer market. However, since then, we have gotten a here we go. Nothing official from Manchester United, but good sources, you know, credible sources, you know, credible journalists, I should say, have confirmed, you know, 2 signings, right? So,
Room freeze up there?
Yeah, want the internet get cut up.
Yeah, like the internet drop over there. Yeah. So I guess I think I will try to pick up as much as until he come back in.
Tyrell,
all right.
Yeah, look you back.
You come back. You froze for a bit there, boy. Oh, she going again.
I keep going again.
Yeah, boy. Like green. Yes, I kind of touch on definitely what you guys were going to talk about is the 2 players that we'd have kind of unofficially confirmed, right? Would have been Tyrell. Help me pronounce the name, Malacia or Malacia.
Yeah.
Wait, tell me. Right, and also Christian Eriksen. Which for me is a decent addition to the squad, because we know he still has a bit of quality. When he went, I think what surprised me though with Eriksen is that when he went to Inter, he wasn't starting every game or he wasn't a starter in the inter team. However, they still won the title that season,
Yeah.
you know. So still, I guess he that played a big role in that, right? So again, before Reem come back on, right? Then we touch on again some of the comments we have. Hey Keon, good night, man. Right, nice to have you on
Night,
the
night.
inside. Right? Hey Riyad, oh god, we now started. Come now, man. You know, the one man to leave is AM9. Hey, you gotta stop it now. Hey, Reem freeze up again. Arun Ramdeen, good night, fellas. Right?
Good night, good night.
Jamal Kojo, big up, demand them. Alright, thanks, man. Right? Raul Edwards, he frees like United in the transfer window. Now we getting things done. We getting things on slowly and
Boy,
surely. I think
we too slow, yeah?
you feel too slow.
Too slow. Ridiculously slow.
Nah, we going at the pace we gotta go right now.
Yeah, because
I just,
because if go ahead, chef.
my main concern, and this is it's one thing to say whether we going at the pace we need to go at, but I just could go on with the recent past history, and it is we just be going the same clownish pace, and then to the end we looking to scramble, and I don't want to see that this season. Nothing will get me more mad than if that is what gonna happen with Manchester again.
Nah, me feel we gonna be scrambling because
Aye.
Ten Hag don't know who he
Jody.
wants already. Listen,
Jody,
he don't know who he
this
wants
man-
already, right?
This Manchester is not to be trusted.
I know I say no, but what I talking from the manager, the coach point of view now. He already identified who he wants. And if you really check it out, it's not like 10 different names here jumping up in the air right now. It's just about four players' name. You understand? If you really think about it, just four players' name here and jumping up, and that's who.
No, is the same setup? I would say that. Is the same setup?
Names.
I would say 5 or 6 players.
Yeah.
Not even six. Name so much.
Not so much. It's about four, 5.
5 for the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where we go is Ericsson from the start.
Right.
Then the youth man who name we can't pronounce good.
Good.
Right.
Well, we to pronounce that name.
De Jong,
Right.
Anthony,
Right.
Martinez.
Oh God, Martinez, and the guy name who start with L.
Is that right?
Oh gosh, he's our next one too.
From where?
Oh gosh, I had it in. I was up to this evening. I was talking about him. Because Ten Hag want him to act.
What position he playing?
He's an attacker. It's between us and Arsenal trying to get him.
No, he's a defender, boy. He's a centre back. Lisandro Martinez.
Lisandro, sorry, centre back. Correct.
Yes. But he could play defensive midfield too. He could play DM too. So there's a possibility that he could come in and go in that DM position. Right?
Yeah.
So let me get some comments here.
But I honestly have not seen him play defensive midfield. Is he good at that position?
I don't know, because last season for entire season he played centre back for Ajax.
Centre back, that's right.
Right. So yeah. Jed, I don't know what if they Hawaiian or what, but I definitely don't know what you're saying here. Malik, all right. Simeon, hey, Reem need to unfreeze, right? Them fellas trying to get rid of Martial. We only remaining I guess our only remaining striker, the franchise.
Martial are going away. I can't see we selling Martial, honestly.
We had to get somebody first to replace him if we want to replace anybody right now.
Even if we get somebody to replace him, we still will be short of strikers.
Yeah.
We need quality strikers.
Yeah, what's that? Rehad saying Reem just like AM9, day but not. Hey, let's change some real low blows, boy. Dwayne, hey, good night, man. Nice to have you on the inside. Right? Kian saying once the young transfer fall through, the pace will speed up. Chad, I hope so. Because
I hope so.
yes, sir, again,
Let me ask you all a question. Do you all want him?
Me, this kind of back and forth going with Manchester
Correct.
and Barcelona. If your mind not to come to the club, when you do
Thank
come
you,
to the
Jody.
club, guys, your mind frame not there because you're solely
And Jody,
stuck on staying at Barca, even to take a wage cut to stay at Barca. As much as Ten Hag want him, right? His mind is set at Barcelona right now.
and we're not begging him. Let him stay there and let us move on and get in our players. I'll tell you something. Real talk. For me to take Manchester United serious this season, we had to sign a defensive midfielder. If we don't sign a defensive midfielder this season, we're not serious.
But could Ericsson play that role?
Nah. Defensive mid? Nah.
You see, he's more a playmaker.
The Young play that role? Could the Young play that role?
No, and that is my point about this whole thing with the Young. That is not his position.
So we say we had the Young, we have Ericsson. How we gonna manage? How we gonna manage the midfield, you know?
Well, clearly, the man seen something in he could work with one out of McFred. I feel it's that Martinez fella. I feel that Martinez
fella not in this discussion. We need.
Man he said we giving everybody a clean slate,
a chance, and I hear him.
He must say that.
He must say that.
No, I feel no. Yes, he must say that, but I feel he really giving them a clean slate, and I telling you, as 5 games into the season, you're performing that is it for you, partner, to get back into that push, it's gonna be hard.
After 5 games, you can be 17th. No, boy. Yeah.
5, 7 games, we could end up in relegation and bottom of the league whole season.
On this point with the Young boy, watch man. We could end up flat on we face with this the Young business because
we're wasting too much time.
Because here why, because for me, I don't know, I could be wrong. But it's feeling like if the Young really don't want to come.
He doesn't.
You know, and we could end back up in this kind of Di Maria kind of situation where Di Maria just come.
That's exactly to what Jody's point just now.
Yeah,
it's smelling like a Di Maria thing.
Yeah.
That
even Sanchez, what has Sanchez come? We know Sanchez didn't want to be here. He wanted the money, but he didn't want to be here. You know, so I just know why to end up in that situation. Yes, the pro now for him coming is that he understands Ten Hag, and I doubt that he will let down Ten Hag in any way. I think he'll still try his best. You know, because Ten Hag would have been the coach really. Put him on the map. So I still think he'll be honest to Ten Hag in comparison to coming to play on that player like Oli or whoever else.
And then you see for them fellas and them and all the Champions League have a lot to do with it too now.
Yep.
Attract them now.
That Champions League thing have a huge thing part to do with everything right now. Men are trying to go a year without Champions League football at all.
And then how old the Young is?
Yeah, about 25. 25,
25, right? And then Barca, he looking at it and all as Barca in a rebuilding stage too.
Yep.
So he want to be part of that as well.
And the thing is, they're in a rebuilding stage and have the pieces there to do some serious damage in years to come.
Yeah, so let me get through some of these comments here. Chef, right? Raul saying, yes, we're doing it right. And I hoping so. As Jody would have said, for the first time in a long time, you haven't seen Manchester United name being dragged in the mud for every player. Yes, we saw it a bit, but you're seeing it more streamlined this season. So I'm just hoping that we really start to get it right. I think even when Ranić was there, he said they kind of clean house. He said to tell men, hey, these fellas didn't even work by.
Yeah, Ranić prepare the plaster to get rid of men.
Yeah, he said, these men are doing no work because how it is, that all they have no names for transfers, none.
Yep.
Right? He had to come out and say this player and that player and that player, and right? And the scouting department had no clue. Right? They actually said they had no striker on available, and Ragnar could have put out some names and say, hey, these men are available.
Which
Right?
is craziness.
Exactly. Right? Raul saying, but this time we can see quality coming in already. You know,
Where?
well, I
Where?
guess in terms of that, he's talking about Ericsson, and he'll be talking about the defender that we would have brought in, right?
I guess I understand everybody's optimism, but Jared, I get so jaded with Manchester in the transfer market for the last few seasons that I just waiting to see jersey in hand. Welcome to Manchester United for me to believe anything.
That's why me really posting up nothing thing when you
sit
down behind that table next to Ten Hag with pen to paper.
Correct.
Then
Until I see that, and listen, I don't want no piano playing and all that dotage thing.
Wait.
Sit
You're
down,
a man on the field and you'll chop on pitch juggling the ball at least.
You understand? Sit down in front of a little 4x4 table, sign, put on your jersey, welcome to Manchester, and go. And from there, you need to go straight to training camp.
Nice.
I don't want all that glory thing. Let me get serious.
One question for him. Reem just peep through your window now and see them men cutting on cable and thing every time. You know, cut eye on the alert. You know, internet. The next way you cut cable and that's it for internet. You know.
So hey, fellas, I'm real sorry about that. I don't know what went on with the connection there. I don't know. But
Right.
how far reach, Nico?
Yeah, we beat by Jamal here. You're right, and I guess you could take it from here.
But
Right?
what you all were talking about though?
We talking about De Jong. We just touch on De Jong a bit. If you want to get in, we can really get in, but we just kind of skim the surface on De Jong, Lisandro Martinez. We kind of go through the list of players United kind of targeted to. You know, we kind of skim through at least how much we got about five that sound. You know, and we was having problems. We was having problems pronouncing our new left back. Your proposed.
I think it's Malacia. I think it's Malacia.
Yeah.
I hear somebody pronounce it Malacia.
Anything pronounced so you gonna know.
No, but I know we want to touch on the comments, right? But I just really want to kind of bring me back on track with the agenda for this evening, right? So, guys, we're really here to kind of zero in on the elephant in the room, right? Now, I know you all would have touched on the two transfers that we more or less confirmed, right? That was the Dutch left back, right? And I think, as I was saying before, 15 million plus add-ons, and that was I think we confirmed that yesterday, and he did his medical today or something like that. And Christian Eriksen, we also cooped him on the free, right? Well, yeah, I feel my internet gonna get problems again. Right?
Serious?
Yeah, this thing, I don't know what's
It's
causing
rain
this
falling
thing.
on your side?
No.
Cable.
It fall plenty today, so I don't know. And I want to call the internet provider and get them some stick, but I feel I might be promoting them too now, and I won't do that. Right? So let me just get some comments here. So Keon on the inside, he's saying Timber fall through, so is Martinez. He also saying Lema. I think he decent in about Bayern going after that by, right? Lema from Leipzig. Raul Edwards on the inside. Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining. Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, we touch on him.
Right. Kriston Balgobin on the inside. Thanks for joining. Saying fellas 9 times, but we shouldn't rush signings. We need proper players to get into to form our rebuild. Yeah. But I think that's happening, you know, because I mean, as fans, we don't want things to happen faster. I think it's taking real long. Trust me. JP on the inside. Good night, JP. Best night to you.
I want to. A guy made a point there that yes, we have to get in the right players. This is not FIFA, and transfers don't happen overnight. let me ask you this something. Or you don't find like it's only Manchester United
Exactly,
transfers
exactly,
that take long?
exactly.
Because you know
Why
what, we don't have a
every other
plan.
top club?
Because we don't have a plan.
Before the
plan.
window
So
open,
don't
City
tell me,
on City don't have
transfers
Haaland.
don't happen overnight. Then and okay, so this manager was in May. So from May to July, I am sure he would have given them a list of players to bring in.
We just always
Then
drag things. We just always drag things. Yeah, we just always
so
want
Nah,
that.
don't tell
you
me
see,
this
that's
is
why I
FIFA.
say, Chef,
It's
that's why I
just
say I
terrible
thought,
management.
no, that's why I say with Ten Hag, he want to give everybody a fair chance, right? Now the transfer window just closed when? The last day of
It closed in September this time. The 1st of
Right.
September.
Now Premier League started back on the 6th August or the 12th?
The 12th.
The 12th, right? So the crop up players you have right now with probably the one or two who they're trying to sign right now, keep carrying them on preseason tour, right? There's obviously gonna get a look at them, right? And as I was telling Nico, within the first 5 games of the Premier League, right, which will carry into somewhere mid-September, right? He will have a good look at the players that he have right now, and they will still have like that little window if he realize, well, he need somebody to replace the McFred business in the middle there, because apparently that is like with it. But
We shouldn't even start that.
That is what we have. That is what we have right now.
But what
That is the problem.
Jody,
And that is
That
the
is what
problem.
we have right now.
yeah, that's what we have, and I hear you.
And apparently
right?
he want to give everybody a fair chance.
Yeah,
So,
I can give everybody a fair chance, but I know I want to do.
He could give them a fair chance to pick up the garbage in Carrington Road. That is the fair chance.
But what we saying, right, Jody? I hear what you're saying. No, let me be fair to Jody, right? Because what he's saying is, Ten Hag will have enough time to allow
work with
the
them
guys
first.
who there to work with them and see what the for, and then decide. But even if you were to decide after that, Jody, that's too late, right?
That's too late.
As a manager, you gotta know, you gotta be watching football, you gotta be getting reports from whoever to know well where you have with your squad, right? You lost enough players just now. You lost enough players in terms of Pogba, Mata, Matic, Lingard to have to bring in, right?
all right. But what's saying,
So-
right? Remember his philosophy of playing football will be different to Mourinho, Solskjaer, and Ragnick. You understand? So that's why I'm saying like he probably know them, see them guys' weakness, and probably will work on it. You never know. I'm not saying that guys we moving forward, McFred, but we're saying he will give them the fair chance to prove themselves to him.
I would rather them prove themselves in the FA Cup. Carling Cup.
But I was saying
Jody,
I
I
would like it, but
Jody, I hear you, but I
But
just
the
one of,
reality-
I honestly find one of Manchester's biggest problems for the last few seasons is we have not brought in our new players early enough
That
for
is
them
correct.
to have a proper preseason with the
That is
team,
correct.
and
That
then
is
for
correct.
us to have to start off the team the few months in cohesion. So we always on the back foot. So
Correct.
time November, so now when is the nitty-gritty start to jam now, we now having a fair idea of what
who
team
is
we
or
want to
what,
play.
yeah.
When
Yeah.
all the other clubs and them already know since in July, August, who they want to play. That's a
And-
big problem.
And on top of that, Chef, right? When you look at the likes of City and Liverpool, they're doing business early o'clock because they know what they want to achieve.
Let me put it like this, Tully, right? Now I hear what you're saying. Conte.
He was signed with 6 players
No,
already.
listen. Conte, Pep, and Klopp. Them with the team. Them with their team a while now, so they know exactly what they want. And I don't know what you really want at the moment based on players performing. It's only until he see them perform, then he will be really say, well, yeah, boy, I need the young in
Jody,
the
he
middle
go
league.
see. Jody, he go see in China.
What
Jody,
you need to see again,
No,
boy?
them fellas and them is
He was
training
seated
champ.
training.
Them fellas is practice champ.
Nah,
Practice champ.
no, yeah, wait a
Them
minute.
fellas is practice champ.
That's me.
Them will come out and get the ball in practice.
McTominay, he could be training champ. What? A top coach seeing his deficiencies because it's glaring.
Yeah.
It's glaring.
Let me move on with the comments, right? Hakim on the inside, Hakim St. John, thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying, good night, fellas. We're moving too slow in the transfer market. All our signings should be on the plane on Friday. I fully agree with that. If not all, most of them. Right? Kian Paul saying Martinez going to play CDM. He believe he could bring out the best of Maguire. Well, let's see what I'm doing.
And I will ask that question again. How much men see this man play defensive midfield? Because I want it, and I want men to tell me, because we know the man is a centre back.
Yeah.
All Ajax players, all Ajax, and dare I say Holland-based players are brought up to play all positions.
Yeah.
There is total football.
But
my thing is that I want a specialized player. I don't want we sign a man as a defender and then decide we're gonna chuck you in as a centre midfielder.
Fair. I think that's fair. That's fair. Because for Argentina he's played centre back and for Ajax.
Ajax last season, his whole season was centre back.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Devin John the inside, good night, buddy. Thanks for joining, man. Simeon here saying men get real faith in this team transfer planning. They say faith without work.
I have no faith, none.
Yeah.
Long time no see. David, good night to you, buddy. Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah,
David just saying, so Ronaldo have family matters, can make training, but going on Portugal national training centers. We will get to that, buddy. Jamal Kojo on the inside, he's saying, can we just remember for a second, this team came third and second for 1 and 2 seasons ago. Third and second, 1 and 2 seasons ago. He sees quality in certain men and will decide as training goes along if additional signings are needed after the initial 4 or 5 year requests. Well, this makes sense, right? So you say if additional signings will be required after, right, the 4 or 5 he requested, after he get them. So Martinez, Frankie, De Jong, Ericsson, Malacia, and Anthony. So I can understand that, right?
Yeah, and he did and after one training session, he see you are left back, eh? Without the Brazilian, even in the training squad.
Yeah, he also saying here, he has to see men training in the flesh. Chef, you definitely not realistic. You're emotional. Mm-hmm. All right. JP saying
Dan,
here, I get to enjoy Jody.
If anybody know me, the one thing I am not is I am too real. Do you know what's going on with all you? Manchester have all your program. That is what's going on with all you.
Chef, Manchester training. You go see them training.
And when it show up in training, Nico, that is when he will make his move to do what he has to
but
do.
Sometimes that could be too late. Sometimes that could be too late, Jody.
Yeah, no, I say no. It might be too late for this season. It might be too late for this season, but remember, them looking at a long-term thing, a long-term project, whatever you want to call it, right? So if it's too late this season, that is all right. They'll get the players they need in and ship all the ones that you don't want. And then
eventually that definitely will happen. That definitely will happen. But the pressure at Manchester United is if that pressure would allow that by Jody boy.
Yeah. Not too long.
So he had to be mindful of that also.
And then, and this is the thing, we people that get caught up a lot of times.
David, a wicked, yes? Hey.
Huh?
He said, let's go Mac De Jong.
David, a wicked boy.
Then, Manchester United came second and third, right? Yeah?
I never see that.
Yeah.
What? The team that came first, how close we were to them?
We were very far. Very far.
When we came 18 points or something like that. 18 points behind them last season.
Are we even checking last season?
And
no, let me not check last season. We're talking about when we came second and third.
I think it was 12 points when we were second. When we were second, it was 12 points behind them. 12 points.
And when we came third, was how much?
No. When we came second, I think it was 20-something points behind City when we came second.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, 20.
So don't come to tell me now I'll get emotional. Don't come to tell me no nonsense about how we come second and third 2 seasons ago. That was them 2 seasons was nonsense seasons. Was when them other teams
Wait,
and them
COVID.
had bad seasons and we fall in the gap. Don't come to feed that to me.
Take
No,
advantage of
very
COVID.
emotional.
Me and
So you're
Ryan.
talking nonsense.
All right, so all the
You take
years, right?
advantage
All
of
the years,
COVID,
let me
boy.
ask you, right? So all the years when Manchester was winning, the other teams and them was having bad season then.
We was
No, that's not the
dominating.
point. That's not the point. It's
No,
a
no,
different.
That
no,
it's a
is not
different
the
team.
point, Jody.
But the thing about it, I'm not saying here we come second and here we come third, you know. That is
No,
what the tables say.
that is what
But
that fella is saying.
I don't live in the past. I live
Watch.
in the now.
Yeah.
But Jody,
And see them now.
I am dealing with that statement that guy made. He said that we came second. He is using that to justify why we don't need to make quick transfers. Yes, right or wrong? Watch out
Yes,
what
but
he
that's
said.
not that.
Yeah.
But
What he said. So he
but
said,
but
no,
I think
Jody,
managers-
let me finish.
But Chef, that's how Chef. You know Ten Hag said that, right? You know Ten Hag himself said that, right?
Yeah, but
What's that?
Nico,
He said, I just said reportedly. He said that
that's head play.
But you see-
That is head play. That is head play. I know buying that one bit.
Yes!
That is head
Come
play.
on, man.
Don't do
But
me
that is
that.
under different managers. That is what I'm trying to tell you. That is
Don't
under
do me that,
Mourinho. We come second.
man.
Under Solskjaer, we come second and third. That is under
We come
different
second and
managers.
third, 20-something, 30-something points behind first place.
I'm not saying no.
Then, no, I don't like to tell you, and I want men who know me. Remember how I was when we came second and third? I was like, okay. Then there is no achievement. And you know, and here's the thing, because of how we performed for them second and third, everything came to head last season. It must have come to head because we have not been a proper team with structure, with proper players in years. Let's be real. We cannot, Jody, I hear you about, I honestly believe in giving men time, chances with under a new manager. But I for the love of God, cannot believe that we are going into another season without a specialized defensive mid.
We know what they give. We know at the end of the day what they give. The length of period they was there at the club, we know what they give.
So
Right?
Ten Hag, you know that?
As
You
I
gonna
said,
know. Don't
Ten
worry,
Hag-
Chef. You go
Ten
find out
Hag-
soon.
Chef, all I say in Ten Hag tactics will be different to Radnick, Solskjaer, and Mourinho. That is all I say, you know.
Right.
So they were telling you where them could not get the best out of McFred, as I said, and I don't like them, but he might get something out of them. And if he don't get
I guess that's something we could see,
exactly,
because I
and
mean
we will
he's
see,
a
and we will
coach.
see, and once
But-
I know.
But I believe firmly that Ten Hag already knows what he knows the
Wants.
team, and he knows what he wants to bring in to add to what's going on. So
And we
it'll
talk
take a
about
process.
that earlier when
Yeah.
when them men and them come and tiff the cable.
Right.
Right.
So guys, so I really want to touch on this topic, right? I just want to read these 3 comments and then we'll go straight into the next point, right? So let me just get these comments here. So they're just saying, and hear what Jody's saying. Realistically, if the Glazers if they give Ten Hag a limited budget, it makes sense to make some signings, wait on a full 3 competitive games and see what we really need, right, with the limited funds. Okay, fair. Jamal could just saying exactly what my dude on the top right say. That's Nico. First session and he knew he needed a left back. All right. Simeon saying when the Australian under 18 dribble pass.
Who's that
through
one?
McFred.
Who's the under
That is
18?
That's
Who's
probably when we
Australian?
play. That's probably when we play Melbourne in Australia next. Alright, Jamal saying. Jamal going in on Chef again here. Alright, but it's all of it. It's all respect, right? He's also saying the media agenda takes some men head. In other teams were bad. Weren't we as well? Okay. Alright, fair. Steven saying people forget Matic in there anymore. Who replacing him? Alright, Keon Paul saying McFred only come back out today. We might sign a DM tomorrow.
Exactly. Yes. Because I tell you, after the man see the show.
You know?
And, this is all Chef, right? And the first day Shaw come back, Shaw need bandage up, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So when he watched that, he said, "Nah, me ain't going in no season like that, boy.
yeah,
Crazy."
yeah.
Dan. And
Yeah.
you know what's the what we basically McFred is two positions, two players to play one position, really and truly, right? And that taken away now from us attacking wise. We need a specialized player. It are
Yeah.
no two ways that and listen, you know I just take real stick for supporting my Scotty and them. Cause you know that I'm a boy and them I like the heart and soul, but
They good
nah
enough.
boy.
Them fellas are the squad players this season. I don't
I
see that.
agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
that has
I
to
think
be.
I
I don't see
think
that already.
I think we could all agree on that. Yeah, the fellas and them squad players at best. What we didn't appreciate was the fact that they were given so much opportunities in the first team and they didn't take it last season and seasons before, right? So Phil on the inside in the comments, he's saying blessed night one and all. Yeah, buddy, thanks for joining, man. He's saying I will place Jody in the comments. I could make crazy predictions.
Wait. I don't replace Phil, right? I'll continue. Come on now.
You gotta
All
get
right, so
that.
fellas, so let me get into the
That
meat of the
game
let me get into the meat of the conversation. And guys in the comments are looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this as well, right? So
Yeah.
so
With his straight face.
so Alia, Cristiano Ronaldo has asked to leave Manchester United, right? So let's talk about reportedly. So and credible sources.
I ain't know
Right?
about all that credible.
Yeah,
But okay,
yeah,
let me
yeah,
go.
yeah.
But we going with it. We going with it.
Right? So this I think I have it here. Let me just make sure. Let me see what I have here. Right. So this is what the report says. Ronaldo has told Manchester United he wants to leave this summer. The 37-year-old said he loves the club but wants to play Champions League plus fight for top honors in the final stages of his career and doesn't feel like it's likely to happen at Man United. Right? So those are what was reported in terms of Ronaldo's position, right? And what he would have told the club, right? Probably more words would have used, but this is how we sum it up here, right?
Right.
So guys, I want to get your general thoughts on now, providing because Chef don't want to believe the reports, right? But
No,
just
no, no.
providing at least,
We going
Right.
with the report is true. We
Right.
dealing with it like that.
right. So providing that, as Chef said, that these reports are true, guys. You know, what's your thoughts on this new set of news here? Because we were going into the season thinking that Ronaldo was there, he was going to, play a part under Ten Hag. Even in Ten Hag's first press conference, he says he has plans for Ronaldo. Now with this, it kind of, threw things in a bind. Nico, give me your general thoughts, your initial thoughts on this, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah. Yes, it would have come as a bit of a surprise, because I think at the end of the season, Ronaldo said he wanted to be there. He said he wanted to be under Ten Hag more. Ten Hag said he would have wanted to train one of the best players ever. He didn't dismiss that. He came out outrightly and said yes. He want to coach Ronaldo. And then this statement would have more or less came out. Right, I have no problem with Ronaldo leaving. To be honest, I don't mind us, getting the team younger, getting the team fresher, getting the team more hungry. But to see, the only how I could see this happening is if we get players in to replace Ronaldo. And I don't mean one. I mean at least two. Because if you look at what we have, right, we already needed one. And then for Ronaldo go, then we had to get the next one. And when you think about how much we had to pay for let me say, top strikers in this day and age, I seen it's a big gap to fill. I think as much as Ronaldo wants to go, I think a lot of stars have to align for that to happen. Honestly.
Now we are Anthony Martial coming back, man.
All right, you see, and now we go again. Again, let me retrace my steps again. a lot of stars at a line, right? for that, for us
What
to
chef?
to let Ronaldo go. So as much as yes, I think he really want to go, but I don't think United as a club, and I talk about even Ten Hag, I talk about even top management, looking to get rid of Ronaldo this season. I think he'll be free to go next
you have a
season.
year again, right?
Yeah. I think he'll be free to go next season.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I really don't think that management
at
looking to
38
get
years.
him on unless they really get some players in, because if I tell you Ten Hag Ten Hag would want Ronaldo to go, and I don't think he willing to accept Ronaldo leaving.
All right. Jody, let me get you in on this one, and then I'll go to Chef. But before I go to Jody, just want to get some comments on this, right? Some initial thoughts from you guys on the comments. JP saying here, very disappointed if it's true. I'm a huge Ronaldo fan. His legacy to me would be boosted if he stays and actually is a part of propelling the team forward, especially as he hasn't even trained under the new manager yet. But if he wants to go, so be it. But we'll definitely need to sign a striker. Question is who? Yeah, and I think Nick was asking that as well. Right? Phil saying here, Bayern, Napoli, and Chelsea interested. Here's the thing. If Ronaldo leaves, do we need another striker, or do we need more goal-scoring options? Right? That's also a good point. And we could touch on that, eh?
Yeah.
Josiah saying here, sad reality is that it is difficult to get top strikers without Champions League, and Nico was alluding to that as well. Jamal saying here, thoughts on Bruno as a false nine. Tadic was dead when he left Spurs. Was it Spurs or Southampton? I'm not sure. And Ten Hag turned him into... Yeah, and Ten Hag turned him into a beast of a false nine. Bruno is way better than Tadic, and that's a good point as well. Right?
But I think Tadic has more physicality.
Tadic more physical, and he complain. He don't complain.
That's a good point too, Chef. Ronaldo saw the other teams upgrade and we ain't make a sign in June. He ain't here for the team that is not even trying. Ronaldo see enough licks last. So also saying we seriously need to put nostalgia aside and accept Ronaldo is about Ronaldo and personal accolades. Wow, nice views, man. Keep them coming, guys. Yeah, Jody, jump in. Tell me initial thoughts.
Hey, in the words of Big Phil, I will tell you guys something.
Cheese on bread.
Cheese on bread, man. Cheese on bread, man.
Bread.
Yeah. Watch me. Ronaldo, he ain't going nowhere though, I tell him. Remember, Ten Hag done talk to you already, right? And them don't have a plan, right? And Ten Hag want to build it to suit Ronaldo just for this season, right? To me, I feel like just a ploy to push Manchester to do signings faster now, because I realize as that news bust out, Eriksen gets signed and the left back gets signed. As soon as that news bust out, Ronaldo put in a request he want to leave the club. So for me, I think that I just apply for them to speed up their signing, the transfers, the players that they want to get inside. That is on that aspect. If you're looking at it at Champions League and he want to play Champions League football, I could understand that, because practically he done it all in football now. You understand? And if it is at this age he want to play, he is Champions League, I don't blame him for wanting to leave, because if it is you, if Ten Hag spoke to you and you spoke to him and you have all your vision and plan set, and the club itself now not giving all the signings that all they need, where are you doing sticking around there for? Just stress out myself in Europa League.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
I could agree with that.
So if he stay, I all well and good, because I know it's just 1 year. And if he leave, I still all well and good with that. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the man again young guy, he getting older. You understand? And if you really check it, probably 2-3 years max, 2 years max again at top level.
So much?
Now, well, oh gosh, the conditioning man just keep his body in.
Yeah, boy.
You understand? So, you know, if Zlatan could do it, and Zlatan is done plus 40.
Zlatan can really do it now.
No, I saying, he's
Yeah,
still
but
playing
yeah,
top
we
football.
understand.
Yeah, so for me, I am I think it's just a ploy to just get players in. You understand? But me really feel he want to go. But if he has seen no movements, well, I guess they leave him no other choice.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. So before I come to Chef, let me just get 2 comments here. John was saying, in my opinion, after coming out public like this, as a prospective captain, this is unacceptable. The timing is also horrible. If he wanted Champions League football, he knew since May we can't offer that. All right. We'll talk about our captaincy thing with this. Phil saying here, there's no guarantee that we will get Champions League for at least 2 years unless we win Europa League this coming season. All right. Kian Paul saying exactly, we might not get into top 4 anytime soon. All right. Jamal also saying, if you having a rebuild with a 38-year-old as a centerpiece makes no sense. All right. And Simeon saying Ronaldo would have tried to leave earlier when there was more a market if it was just about Champions League. All right. Chef,
Which market? That's what. Which market is about the running on Ronaldo?
True.
Yeah? The only market
And
is running on
that is
Ronaldo
why
right
I
now
say, and that
is
is
the
why I
MLS.
say it's just a little ploy. You understand?
It's only
It's a little
MLS.
So
You only feel to kill what 37-year-old Ronaldo running the forward line?
anybody,
Right.
all right. So everybody knows Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right.
So, right. So I will start off by saying, what's so wrong with what the man say? Let us be real. He is 37 years old, and he is there. I'm seeing a lot more than us, knowing a lot more than us. And if we getting frustrated by the lack of, because that was part of what they said, he said it, the lack of direction with transfer, ambition. That's what he said. So if he is there at third, let us underline this, at 37 years old. Because he ended this season by saying he wanted to be around, right? Because he loves the club. Cool.
Yeah.
But if he is not seeing the push to better the club, what all you want that man to come and say? I love Manchester United. And let us be real. I want us to be very realistic here. Ten Hag now coming. We need to understand that this is a project. This is a rebuild. And this is not a little rebuild. This is a serious rebuild because it's not just the first team you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding scouting. You're rebuilding the whole management structure of the club. This is something that could take a few years to come to fruition. All you want a 37-year-old Ronaldo to stick around to push that. Let me be real. Oh gosh, come now, man. So, just as Jody said, Ronaldo want to leave. I can understand why he would want to leave if this is what he's seeing. And if he want to leave, then we deal with it now. So we look to do what we had to do to get, whether it be, and listen, replacing Ronaldo as a striker is not one striker we got to get it. We had to look at getting maybe one, and I made the joke, but Jed, men like Malacia and them, this is do or die for them, you know. Them fellas had to come into this club this season with something to prove, you know. Forget all past, whatever didn't happen, whatever happened.
Let me just cut you across for a second. Let me just cut you across for 1 second, right? You see, the difference between Martial and Rashford and Ronaldo is them had time on the side. Ronaldo don't have time on the side. Rashford young. Rashford is only 24 years old. We're not 25 or something like that. And Martial is only 26 years old. So them have the time. You understand? To revive the career. Ronaldo,
and Jody, I dare say, maybe Rashford. But you see Anthony Martial, he don't have that time right now, you know. This season is a big season for him in his career, you know, because he's 26, 27, about that.
He'll be 27 this year.
Yeah, 27.
Right. Yeah. So this is when Mendes be looking for that big time contract to go into the early 30s. So you're looking for probably like a 3-4 year contract. He has to perform this season because all clubs that the potential is there with the fella, but it we need to see it on a consistent basis, and he has to know if he don't show something this season, it's not just about his Manchester United career, it's about his footballing career on the whole.
Correct.
So men had to come and think. So back to what we were talking about. If Ronaldo had to leave, if the club not doing enough to make Ronaldo feel, hey, we going and do,
You can do
then
something.
let the man go.
Yeah,
And let it happen from now. But personally, for me, I don't think Ronaldo saying he wants to go is any knock on his legacy as a Manchester United career,
I don't think so.
a Manchester United player, or it has anything to do with the love for the club. But at 37, 38, bro, you have to be selfish.
Yeah. I think the fan base will understand that, Chef. I think the fan base will understand and respect
because
that.
you're actually not hearing the fans and them kicking up
No.
about Ronaldo leaving, and they're kicking up about not bringing
Our
in
lack
players.
of-
Bringing
That's
in
right.
players
We lack of quality, the time we
assist
take in.
them now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody want, basically everybody want fairy tale ending for the man. At
But
Manchester
Nico,
United.
So Nico, I have a question for you, right? And from this we can move on to the next point here, because I think Jody and Chef more or less touched on it, but I want to get your thoughts on it, right? So, do you think that? So it had to be for me. It had to be one or the other, because for it to come out and for that news to go public, it had to be because you already made your mind up. In my opinion, I could be wrong. But do you think that what going on here, right, what we've seen happening before us with Ronaldo, is it that he has already made his decision that, I want to leave? Or it was really just to get a reaction from the board, and he is cool staying, in terms of ambition, even though he know, as some of the guys would have said in the comments, and I mean, it more or less practical to think that we're not gonna, chances that we may not be in Champions League next year, chances that we may not win the Premier League for the next 2 seasons. Chances are that those may be the case. So what Ronaldo's saying is, here what I am here for that. Forget what the statement said in terms of I want to challenge for top honors in the remaining years of my career. Do you think it's really that Ronaldo's saying, me, I need to sort myself out. I want to challenge on top. Messi playing Champions League. I want to be in the conversation for the next 3 years. So whether Man United really serious about transfers and they're going to get players in or not, I want to go to pursue what I want to achieve as a footballer. So is it that, or you feel he just bluffing just to get a reaction to the board and then he could be happy and he could be playing in Europa League?
Yeah. No, but first thing first, right? You're under contract, right? You're under contract. So at the end of the day, it's up to the club, more or less, in terms of what they want to do. So yes, you could rant and rave however you want. You're not contract. Of course, you wouldn't want a player who don't want to be there. As we say Lukaku, right? And you see what they done. Right, Lukaku don't want to be here. We move him out. So you're not contract. And secondly, just as Chef and Jody would have alluded to before, Ronaldo seen it at that level now. We just hearing about it, but he's seeing the dealings every day. He in the business long enough that people in high places will be feeding people around him information. And I think his decision now is based on that information. Because if you think about it, let me say we did sign, let me say Mbappe, right? Let me say we did sign Mbappe. Let me say we did sign I just going kind of farcical and the whole thing. Let me say we sign a Modric in the prime, right? A Toni Kroos in the prime, right? A Marcelo. Even if we know Europa League, if you're leaving to go anyway, you feel in his mind he's thinking about going anywhere? No, he's not going anywhere, because why? He know he is going to be playing with quality. And even if, right? We're not in Champions League, but Ronaldo scored 40 goals for the season. Where did he taking? Ronaldo taking that 40 goals a season in the Premier League. because he know the quality around him. But when he watch the quality around, Jed, nah, let me go my way. You understand?
But
I'm gonna
Nico-
be
but
running up and
Nico-
down with no service, nah.
Right, but what I'm trying to get, just for the chef, what I'm trying to get at, Nico, is based on what we're saying here, right? Is
Could it be a
that-
ploy?
Yeah, is it a ploy or the man already make up his mind he not staying?
I don't think he make up his mind already.
And again, it based on, as I said, it's based on the information that he is being fed.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is who. All right, so let me be realistic, right?
Yeah.
Who it is, because you call some names there, and I know that you say
Right.
the names was far, but
Yeah.
when you consider where Man United at and where we have to be to when I say please Ronaldo's ambitions, of which I'm totally in support of it, because I think Man United ambitions should really be up there with where
Align.
Ronaldo, right?
Exactly.
But look at the market, look at what's available, look at our budget. Ronaldo will know, right? Who we could get. So Mbappe out of the question, right? Where we at, those kind of players out of the question. We catch a retail to sign De Jong, right? And he could be marquee signing.
Right.
But the point is, Ronaldo would know all of that, right? Is it that Ronaldo just have an issue with how we going along with the transfers, and he didn't say, well, hey, yo, when this thing taking too long, I can't handle it, I gone. Or I'll hurry up and sign the players so that I could feel better, so I could say, well, right, we could do something next season. That's what I'm trying to understand.
I definitely can't talk for Ronaldo. You know what I mean? I could just go with the information that, you know, more or less out there, you know, and it blatant to see one, that we haven't been getting the transfers done as I guess the fan base would have liked, right? And also as for Ronaldo, he want to be playing around quality, and if that is not what's going to happen, then of course we could understand he wanting to leave,
let us split
you
go
know?
our way.
Yeah,
And
so
I
I think that's all we could go on now.
Yeah.
And I think the players Ten Hag pointed out that he wants his players Ronaldo see himself playing with, because his players that have good quality.
Yep.
Right.
I honestly, for me, and that's why I like your point, Reem, that I think it's a little bit of both. Ronaldo hasn't fully made up his mind yet, but it's basically like a kick in the pants that, yo, all you had to get quality in if all you want me here. All you can't expect me.
Hence the reason he took a few extra days off. Yeah, he might say his family.
So let me see what they're gonna do now.
So that extra few days now is to see what they're doing, and that's what I tell you when the news announced
I
that he want to leave the club. No, I was telling you, he take a few extra days off saying his family, right? But as I say, when the news broke that he want to leave the club, they realized they went and they signed the left back, and
I don't think that's as a result of that. But go ahead.
No.
That was in the works.
It was in the works, but all of a sudden they just speed up just so out of the blues. Ericsson was playing wrong.
But you never know, eh? So you could never know. You could never know, because maybe that talk before reaching the media was done talking on the inside already. So you never know,
right?
You know. So I go throw that under the bus as well. So
then it's alleged, it breaking in the media that certain players happy that he want to leave, them don't start to jump for joy in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Here what I want to do. I want to get some comments, and then I want to post one to Chef, right? And then I have one for Jody, right?
Sure.
So JP saying here, fellas, we watch enough football to know that anything can happen. The season we're expecting to get nothing could very well be the season, and we win something. Yeah, that's also very, very possible. Football, bloody hell, as Sir Alex Ferguson would say it.
All you believe in the Easter Bunny.
No, it does happen, Chef. It could happen. We can have a real good season and finish top 4. And we could win a FA Cup.
Please point to me. Please show me, because maybe
Arsenal win something in the last 2-3 years, right?
That's wait.
Arsenal win something in the last 2 years.
Nico, wait. Continue, Chef, I'm listening. Please point to what?
Please point to me beside Leicester City.
Oh, I know when I tell you.
When?
We didn't see the Premier League. We didn't see the Premier League. The man said we could win something. So we could win something. We have win something in how much years?
The year before, Leicester
so we
finished
use it.
15th.
So that wins something in the league.
No, no.
I think win the league.
That's a mini league.
All right,
Yeah,
Pat.
we
I
are
don't.
couple
Well,
of
yeah,
Simeon-
what? I don't want no win something. Eh? I want. My minimum requirement for Manchester this season is a top 4 in Europa. Eh?
All right. That's fair. I think that's fair. But we gotta get the signings correct, eh?
We
so you're
do.
saying here, but
We do.
Leeds and Tottenham running faster than we with more urgency. That's why,
Tell me this thing.
see we on kicks.
That
Just-
Arsenal and all.
Hey, wait now, thinking about next thing you go Spurs, boy. Ooh, the rate Spurs going next thing. And hello go Spurs.
Jamal saying here, I can see Marcel excelling in this possession-based system to this elite level ball retention and close control. I agree with you.
All of us would like
You
to
must
believe
agree
that.
with him.
All of,
You must agree with him.
all of us would like to believe that.
I believe him. I support the Jamal.
We would like to believe that. We would like to believe that.
Phil here saying these players were too comfortable under Oli. Some of these players knew no matter what they did in training, they were always going to start from the following game.
Yep.
Ronaldo came in with high standards and an attitude that proves he is a serial winner. And all of a sudden, players complaining about how he has a terrible attitude. Too many divas and prima donnas in this team who just want to play for a paycheck and not play for Man United. Wow. Players should be excited to be playing next to one of the two and also being mentored. Right.
Season, bro.
If I was in Parliament, I would have beaten my chair and saying, "Well done, well said." Thank you, Phil.
Dwayne saying here, United rotten from the core since Ronaldo left, and Ronaldo coming in last season and shaking up the other players because of his professionalism and drive and determination to win.
Rashford like he catch himself yet.
All he's studying to do is feed people children and that dotish girl he owned. That's why he gets so much on.
Oh God, Jesus!
Please, could what? I don't know. He could say what he wants. I wouldn't get upset. Okay, all right. Well, if he wants to leave, bro, thanks for coming back for one season and doing more than your best. All right. I get what you're saying.
Boy, Ronaldo do more than Pogba do for 5 years.
In one season.
The Avenger saying here, let's be real. If Ronaldo join a direct rival, let's say Chelsea, his legacy will be slightly tarnished. What do you say there, Chef?
It wouldn't be tarnished. We would be in my feelings, but it wouldn't be tarnished. Ronaldo is my player. Dan, I name a whole son after the man. So if the man go Chelsea, I could understand.
So you buy that blue jersey with Ronaldo name on it?
Nah, forget that. That ain't happening. The only blue jersey I buy is a Manchester, one of Manchester jerseys. But I could, dog. We had to take our feelings outside. I could understand why he would make moves like that.
Yeah, but the club ain't gonna sell him to our rival, man.
I don't see that happening. Manchester, that's one thing Manchester ain't doing.
Yeah, they might
Because
sell him outside.
as
If
I
you want
see
to go
last
Napoli
season,
or whatever, they might let him go.
last
Like,
season,
there you go. Here what we could do. Let Bayern take Ronaldo and give him Lewandowski for 2 years.
Like, so Lewandowski coming to play Europa League. All in DF now. So, Chef, this one is for you here, buddy.
Tell me.
So, I think, I can't remember who had mentioned it, Jody. Right? So, with what going on, because we're trying to figure out what Ronaldo's real plan is now. As Nico said, we could never really tell. But, you know, sometimes when you connect the dots, you'll come to as close as possible conclusion, right?
Right.
So, Ronaldo happened to miss the start of preseason training due to family reasons. And, you know, it's reported that the club, you know, gave him permission. And then later on, it was reported that he has been given indefinite leave. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't want to be insensitive to whatever the personal matters are.
Because we don't know.
Right? Yeah. So I want to respect that. But, Phil, let me be straight. I know there's a boy, so they were posing this question fair, right? But does it not seem a tad bit convenient, right, that everything happened how it happened. So, all right. So after a man say he want to leave, everybody was waiting to see if he'd shop for training, and all of a sudden this morning we hear family reasons, so he hear coming. And then
Right.
now, I think we saw some video with him showing up to train at Sporting, right? Wherever. Whether it's personal work or whatever, but he went to do some work on his
It was
physical
personal
to
work.
keep fit. Right. No, and I remember I could go back to last season when Ralph left him out, or told him that he wasn't going to be part of the starting 11
Right.
for the Manchester Derby, right? And he left him off for tactical reasons. All of a sudden, Ronaldo have a hip flexor injury, and then when we hear Ronaldo in Portugal, and then he played the next game. So I don't know if you've seen what I'm trying to get at here. I find the
Let me ask you
events
something.
a little
So
bit
okay,
convenient.
so,
You don't think so?
let me go. Let use Mr. Conspiracy Theory. So I'm gonna go with you. So
Yeah.
let me ask you something, right? Real talk now. Do you think Ronaldo is held to the same standards as Harry Maguire?
In what way?
Do you think if Ronaldo say, Olia, my family not well, and Harry Maguire say, my family not well, you think they're gonna question Ronaldo?
Oh,
No, they wouldn't
Maguire, I
question
mean?
Ronaldo.
Dan, Ronaldo is Cristiano God Ronaldo, dog. He earned that right. What you talking about? If Ronaldo see Olia playing the fool in transfer market, and a phone call, because I answer, yeah, a phone call was made. Ronaldo, you're coming back to preseason training, whatever. And Ronaldo said, listen, all you need to straighten out what's going on there before I could come back to that club. But we need to put out something. It's family reasons. Listen, we Trinidadians, we cheap duck walk people. And it's always fun. We just kill our grandmother about 10 times.
But chef, watch me. I wouldn't be too surprised. I tell you, I wouldn't be too surprised. Bam, next week or next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, wherever it is here, Ronaldo signed for Sporting, you know, because you might say he
I
wants
would
to
not,
finish his career there.
to finish his career, I would not be surprised at all.
And seeing that he going there, well, I mean to say he's a man always training, always keeping himself fit,
Yeah.
like Ronaldo. So he probably
And I don't see that. I wouldn't be surprised that if you really watch how the man does move, that move would not be surprising at all.
Yeah.
Ronaldo not gonna go MLS.
No,
Yeah, but let's go have the money to pay him right now.
but let's all I'm asking basically, chef, is because we were trying to establish in the point that we were making before,
Yeah.
is whether he had it was intentional, he really wanted to leave, and if you
Yeah.
really want to leave and you talk to the club, in my opinion, you ain't coming to training, right? So I think you answered the question there when you say he call and say, hey, I ain't coming, sort yourself out, and what we go tell them, say my family sick,
Yeah.
right? So I think you
Yeah.
answered the question there. I think you answered
Yeah,
the
yeah,
question there.
Yeah. Then so we have to be realistic, Listen, I's Olia marquee player. And if I find Olia not doing enough for us to go forward and improve, then here what? I in Portugal.
Call me when
or I
you're
in
ready.
Spain, call me when Olia ready. And if Olia ain't ready, then here what? Sell me.
But
Get rid of me.
really though, Jody, as Chef mentioned it there, is that the attitude, right? Now we understand that a player vex, but a player at the same time, Chef, not bigger than the club, right? And sometimes a player had to humble, even though he like what he's seeing, humble and trust the process, because the transfer window, even though we all agree that things are happening as fast as we want, it's still have plenty of time in the market, right? Now, Jody, hear this.
It doesn't actually.
If that is the case, then, right, is Ronaldo's reactions justified, Jody? If that's what he doing,
Top point, yes. You understand?
how you
Because-
want
Wait, I'm
want
tell you how, because Ronaldo is not no ordinary player. Ronaldo is not a Timo Werner. You understand?
Yeah, but
Or
still,
Lukaku. No. Ronaldo name have weight with it, Reem. It have weight with it. You understand? And he earned that throughout his entire career. He earned that. You understand? And he came back to Manchester last season and he earned it again by being one of the best players on the team last season alongside the goalkeeper.
Let me say the best of them are a very poor bunch. So Ronaldo wasn't all that 100 neither. Let me be real. He scored goals. He was the leading goal scorer. But let me don't make it look as though Ronaldo was perfect and 100 every game.
I'm not saying he was perfect. No. I'm not saying he was perfect, you know. But when he needed to be perfect, he was real. When the man had watch me. No, don't tell me now, man, because it had many games where Ronaldo was tracking back.
I'm not saying that the man didn't step up. I'm not saying he didn't step up. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to ask you, and Nico, you could jump in if you want. Does that justify a player's action, these kind of reactions from a player?
Again, as I said, because it's Ronaldo, right? Because it's Ronaldo, I will say yes, because if it is, I'm not seeing Reem bringing in the players I want. Man, to hell with you then, you know.
Reem, I'm just saying, right? Let me say on your job, you is the best in what you do, right? Best in what you do, right? The company, hey, you can't afford to get Reem, you know, and get rid of Reem, you know what I mean? The marquee worker, right? And they would have promised you here what? To make your job easier, you're gonna get the 5 quality players. And then before the start, you know, it's a real company's lineup for you. But the starter, when they're supposed to start the work, you're only watching behind the serial when these 5 come in, And at some point you might say,
when the Mason come in,
them is serious. Them is serious.
And
down the road, so what man, I just saying, right? But maybe that's what happened. That they would have made some promises, and Ronaldo looking around over his shoulder, and the promises that they would have made.
And I want to say something, Reem.
But that sounds chef. And in terms of being a professional, it is not right in terms of being a professional, and we could agree to that. But you can't promise me, and if that is what it is, right? You can't promise me something, and then when it's coming down to here, what time for the work now? All what you promise me, I get, but still with the same quality I work. Right?
All right, let me just, Chef, before you come in, let me just get this comment here now, please.
Yeah.
Right, so United today, thanks for joining from the YouTube platform. They're saying, but he can't hold the club hostage even though, or how big you are.
Yeah, and I
right?
agree with
Also, at the end of the day, at the end of the season, he knew he was not going to play Champions League. So if you know that's what you wanted, don't wait until the start of preseason to say you want to leave.
And
right.
This is why.
And that's an important point. That's an important point because I think you'd have made gotten some promises at that point.
Obviously, listen to me. I am sure one of the only players that the club would have had a conversation with at the end of this season and coming into the start of the season is Cristiano Ronaldo. And certain promise. And I agree, no player is bigger than the club. None. Not even Ronaldo. But here's the thing, right, Olio? Our club has been lacking in direction and movement for so much years that really and truly somebody had to stand up and tell them, listen, this is not good enough. We have to do better if we want to get back to where we were. And if it means Cristiano Ronaldo had to tell Ole, listen, if Ole want to move forward, then sell me.
All right. So here this, right? Let me put this one to the floor, right? But before I do, let me just get some comments here, right? You know what? Before I forget the question, let me ask only one time. But remember, you're bringing in a new manager. This is a new era, right? And I know plenty fans fed up here that term, right? I'm fair. But what does this say to the power that you're giving to this manager when you have, and I want to use the term very guardedly, guys, you have this player, this rogue player who going to come back into the squad, let's say at wherever, and the player decide to stay. With all this power, this player miss preseason, chances are this player might miss tour, right, based on wherever, if he decide he will go, right? what are you telling the manager, and how is that translating to the rest of the team when the manager cannot now handle all his players as he would like? I understand that Ronaldo is this big player, but at the same time, where do we draw the line and say, well, hey, the team come first? And because look at it, I remember I was watching Rooney's documentary, right? And at that point in time, Rooney was one of the biggest things in England, right? And I mean, same situation. Rooney went in Ferguson's office and asked him, who you're signing? And you know what Fergie tell him? Get the F out my office. And that's when he went and he started to hear all the reports about him wanting to go to City. Right?
Wanted
And then
to go to
Chelsea or City, whoever, right?
What happened in the end of that?
Yeah, but what happened in the end is...
What happened? Reem?
Chef.
What happened in the end of that?
I commented that.
All right.
Whether, I don't know where you getting at, right? But they made up and Rooney extended his contract.
All right,
But at the end of the day, whether they would have signed players or not, it had to be remembered that the manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, was in charge, and you can't come and ask me
and
certain
that the point,
questions.
and that the point, and there's the standard where the whole Ten Hag too.
Exactly. So
Alright.
you can't tell me you have a player there.
So
You can have a player AWOL and Ten Hag can't say nothing. And when he come back, Ten Hag supposed to get let him play.
No,
Okay, hear me out, right? Hear me out.
Let me judge Ten Hag metal then.
Well, what
Yeah, but Ten
Ten
Hag,
right?
you feel Ten Hag could say anything when that come back
No,
after the
listen,
club allow it?
No, but listen,
What do
right?
you mean?
So you telling me Ten Hag
Easy
could
man
drop
manager.
Ronaldo for the next 10 games because he didn't go to the team?
And Ferguson could have do it. And Ferguson would have done it.
Well, that's what I'm
Nobody had
saying.
this. Ferguson would have done it. So
All
then,
right,
if that is standard, well, let Ten Hag uphold that standard.
Read the
If
point
that
all
is
them
what it
missing,
is.
right? The point all them missing, right? As all our we go agree, no player bigger than the club, right? But the point all them missing, it's alleged. The man had a family problem, whatever it is, and he asked for the time off, right? It's
It's no
alleged.
allegation. It's true, dog. You want to go, dog?
All right, okay.
Sorry, go ahead,
All right,
go ahead, go ahead,
all right,
go
but
ahead.
Let me put it like this here.
Go ahead.
The day the man show up for that team, he playing for the team. He going and perform. He
Yeah,
standards
it can't
not
be on
going
your,
on job.
Jody, it can't be on your
His standards not
terms.
going- But Reem,
It can't
the
be on
man
your
stand-
terms.
the man- No, listen. The man is not Aubameyang. His standards not going on drop.
I
That is the
understand that,
difference.
but it's
That
not
is
on,
the
it can't be on
difference.
your terms. It can't be on the team terms. It can't be on your
As I
terms.
say,
Yeah, but he had to
as
he
I
had to
say,
earn back the right.
as
Ten Hag had
say,
to
you are the
ensure he earned back the
conspiracy,
right to play in that team. If
right?
they got he just roll back in and then Ten Hag is a fraud.
But how you could blame Ten Hag for that if the people on top are allowing it?
No. Ten Hag had to go in there with the big boy pants, boy. And let them fellas on
Alright,
top.
we like to say that.
I
I understand
manage
it.
it.
All right.
This
He going in
team.
with the big boy pants,
I
right?
managing this.
He going in with the big boy pants.
You can't drop. You cannot drop
No,
Ronaldo.
no.
boy.
No, but if
No,
the
listen,
results,
listen. Your
Reem,
point-
if
your
the
point-
results, in his favor, then who gonna question him?
Yeah, but it'll still
Question
take time. It'll still take time before Ten Hag could make those kind of decisions. The results have to be consistently in his favor with the players that he have, but minus Ronaldo before he could come and make those kind of calls. And I'm not talking about 2-3 games, Nico. I'm talking about months of a defined style setup and results looking
This-
real good.
It will take. We would
Ronaldo had to
ideally
learn
we would
that.
like to see. We would like to see what happened with
Man, I
Tuchel.
telling all you,
Yeah,
But
I really wanted to see
Ronaldo-
Ronaldo under Ten Hag, you know.
Ronaldo
I just
and
feel he
Ten
could have fit
Hag-
that system.
Ronaldo and Ten Hag don't have them conversation, you know.
I don't believe
Them
that.
don't have the conversation.
I don't believe that.
You don't want
I
to believe
definitely-
it. Right?
let me
You
be real,
don't
eh?
want to believe it, but they
I
already had
sure
the conversation.
Ronaldo and Ten Hag had a conversation.
Yeah, I think so. I
They
understand.
already had a
So
conversation.
what you're saying
What
is
the
that
conversation
they had
was
a-
about
they-
is one
right,
thing,
so-
but I think they had a conversation.
But I don't think the conversation, Chef, would have been okay. So I'm not coming training because I'm trying to force a response. No problem. You stay away
of
and you
course
train
not,
separate.
of course not,
No,
of course not,
the
of
Ten Hag want to work with his full complement of players, and I want to work with the best player in the world.
Yeah.
So you staying away, right? Because you're trying to force a response from the club, not helping the team.
Well,
And
this
I'm like
was
getting
see,
at now.
Reem, and this is where we don't know. Ten Hag
Yeah,
and
we don't
Ronaldo could have had a conversation, dog.
I'm saying
Ten Hag and
Jody.
Ronaldo could have that
What's
conversation.
better?
It's like conspiracy. I'm giving you conspiracy,
No,
though.
I say, Ten Hag could have let Ronaldo know. Ronaldo,
Yeah.
as much as I respect you, right? Your game time gonna cut it.
But that's all could I even cause this.
And Ronaldo with that said, nah, me going through that.
But
I'm
I'm
going
telling
through
you,
that.
we don't know
And
what
that is-
conversation they had.
That could have been what happened. You understand? Ten Hag telling
And this
me
is- and this
that
has been
game
the
time you
thing.
looking for.
This
I
has been
can
the
hear
thing
that.
when we rolling on rumors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but true,
exactly.
true,
If
because
it's
we
a
were going all
bad
kind of
rule,
thing.
You
Yeah.
can go
Even
all kind of
conspiracies.
things, right?
Let me just get some comments here, guys. Let me get some comments here. Jamal saying, let's be fair, what Jamie Carragher said was on point. Ronaldo always would have scored goals, but as a team, we would suffer and regress. All right. Simeon saying, I think people need to look back at the soda incident at the podium to see the mentality of Ronaldo. I think that's for Euros. When he
Yeah.
did what he
And what I mean that's determined to
Clarify
win.
that a little bit for we, Simeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamal saying, as I said earlier, as a prospective captain, this lack of professionalism is unacceptable.
Again, that conversation would have been you're not gonna be captain too. We thought for that too.
Dan, why? So, Ole was going to give
was
Ronaldo
it.
captain. Why
No,
Ronaldo?
Chef,
But still, we wanted
I
it.
would have given Ronaldo the captaincy, for
Right.
at least next season, I was gaining that. I was taking it
And
from
why?
Right? But get Maguire strip, yes, I agree with that.
Who else was going to give?
Maguire,
Remember we were
Maguire,
talking about who else was going to
I
give?
Giving
feel
Maguire,
I
by
feel
giving
they are gonna
Ronaldo,
get
I
a
giving the hair.
I feel they are gonna get a captain.
Fair.
I feel Ronaldo
I was
wants
giving
a
the hair.
captaincy
Me
and
giving
Ten Hag tell him-
Ronaldo. Why I giving
Ten Hag tell him
Ronaldo a captaincy for a season? That makes no sense.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
So,
But I get your point with the here.
get the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Simeon
see
saying here, if something ain't good, even if it's the sponsor of the whole tournament, he will not put his face to it. Okay, I think so. That's what he mean, Nico.
Yeah.
JP saying here, I get what Reem's saying though. As a professional, Ronaldo shouldn't just go AWOL because you're upset with the lack of transfer activity. And that's why again, I say, you're not bigger than the club. Right? Dwayne saying here, what men want from a 37-year-old boy go through the years. Was there any 37-year-old in the history of the game who was on his level? Forget 37. Any 30-year-old on his level, people want more than blood. Yes, Ronaldo give more than his age. I hear all that in earlier, but at the end of the day,
No. I what Reem is saying. I don't think nobody could fight you
Question
on
that.
that. You
Yeah,
talking,
no,
you
definitely
talking
not.
about professionalism
Yeah.
and nobody bigger than the club. I could never
Right.
fight you on that.
Yeah.
Real talk.
yeah.
At the same time, though,
given-
our club on too much nonsense.
Yeah, we on crap. I fully watch, man. That's why I say, I agree with Ronaldo being upset and probably wanting to leave because of the lack of ambition the club showing in terms of transfer
But
targets
I just
and the
one part
pace.
itinerary.
Yeah.
I just one part. Remember, I have the next part now where the dressing room split with who want Ronaldo and who don't want Ronaldo in the team.
Yeah.
You understand? That is the next part of it. So it's just not who they want to sign or they're signing nobody. Remember I thought the leaks are coming out that this player and this player, they're done happy already. The man announced he want to leave the
Did they
club.
ever? Ed Rashford is one of the players who was unhappy with Ronaldo.
I will know. I don't know. I can't say. It's alleged.
So I'm trying to remember when the talk came out, it had players who was unhappy and think.
I think it was
the
the British versus the Portuguese. I think I don't know. I would say I don't know. I can't.
And
I
Greenwood,
can't
all of a sudden Greenwood get extra greedy. He want to pass. What going on with Greenwood for that?
He coming back.
He coming
Well,
back
I
to
hope
training.
so. I hope
He coming
so.
back.
JP saying here, these younger players look up to him, so he has to understand his influence. Yeah. United today saying we have a week to get this resolved. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, I want Ronaldo on the plane going to Thailand. I want him on there. You know.
You
Jamal
feel
saying,
Manchester United don't want Ronaldo on that plane?
Exactly.
It's money, you know.
Exactly.
That 100,000 people more.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are you taking any private jet and he flying down there and meet them?
Nah, that's unacceptable, Jody. I'm telling you boys about team, buddy. If a player
You
refuses to
come back
follow
with the team
instructions,
after.
No, but if you think about it though, most times at the start of the, if I think back at the start of these preseason tours, the big players don't be there one time, you know. Them just
Nah,
join the
it
tour, you
depends.
know.
No, it
It
depends.
depends. It depends on
yeah.
when preseason start and what tournaments it had and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally that whether have a World Cup or World Championships or something. So
All right.
Yeah.
yeah.
He said if a player
But
refuses to
yes,
follow
yes, you're correct.
instructions
It
on the
would depend on when that player season would have ended. Okay.
yeah, and they get vacation
Money
time
holiday,
and thing.
yeah.
And I
Alright.
think the entire group's supposed to be back in training.
Yeah, and
full training now.
Manchester United season end long time.
Yeah. On the pitch could see right. So this comment saying here, if a player refusing to follow instructions on the pitch could be sold by Ten Hag, imagine the punishment for going AWOL. Well, let me wait and see, buddy. Phil saying here, yeah, man, great program. I out. I'm going and watch the last episode of Love Island.
Sounding like a real woman, eh? What you winning?
Aaron Charles on the inside. Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining. He said they hear who United used to use as a scapegoat every season, getting the captain's ban. I think not.
So who you think, boy?
I feel sorry for Ronaldo. He had to be part of the squad. Yeah. So guys, we want to wrap it up, right? So I just have one last thing to talk about here. Nico, you had mentioned it earlier, right? If the quality that Ronaldo offers in terms of goals, right, and then his presence, if Ronaldo were to leave, that would put the team or the club entire real bind, which would mean that they would have to go for a striker or two, as you were saying, right? The club had to make that decision, right? Now,
Club along with the manager.
right. And to get a good striker nowadays, we're talking about 60 to 80 million to get
Minimum,
club to even
minimum.
convince. Yeah, minimum. Right? Who are available? Calvert-Lewin, right? So, but my question is this, guys. Let's just say that this thing is legit and Ronaldo want to go. Do we
What
trump
striker
him?
we going after?
No. Do we trump? I don't think we had the budget to go after a good striker, right?
But
So
if he's Manchester, we always have money.
Do we trump him, right, and say, here we're going on, you have to honor the last year in your contract? Or do we keep an unhappy Ronaldo? That's the last question.
Let Ronaldo go. If
Let
he doesn't
Ronaldo go.
want to-
Let we fetch something for him and use that money to...
we'll get money for him.
No,
Yeah, we
it
get
have a
money for him.
rumor. It have a rumor. Since it come out, where he say he want to leave, it have a rumor. The media starting to throw around with Napoli, concerning Napoli now, to make a trade with Napoli for Ronaldo and Napoli, the young striker Victor
Osimhen.
Osimhen, yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of trade. They want a money deal trade, whoever it
He
is
ain't
now,
leave,
yeah.
he ain't leave them yet.
Nah.
No.
That record signing.
Yeah.
I know.
Pay 100 and
So-
something for a year.
So if it is he had to leave, and probably they could work out a deal like that because they're looking to replace
I ain't
him.
seeing Napoli doing that one though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that ain't
that-
making no sense.
And it's just because of the age.
as I say, it's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. The media
Yeah.
started to throw out.
So Jody, tell me.
It's a real blast Sunday mirror rumor.
Yeah. So Jody, tell me. So we'll go wrong, right? So Jody, tell me. Do you hold Ronaldo to his contract and tell him he had to stay, or do you let him go and look and find some kind of striker that go get you the kind of goals Ronaldo gave you?
No, if he want to leave, if a player doesn't want to be at the club, it don't make sense keeping him there. You understand? It don't make sense keeping him. So if he want to leave and they get the offer for him, we have backup strikers.
No, Jody,
Listen.
Jody, no.
Jody, no. Jody,
Listen to me. Listen.
Jody,
You don't listen.
Jody, you was going. I honestly feel like you hit me a Kamla Pasadi Cesare. Because you was going good, making nice points, and I'm good with you. Till you
See,
tell me if I stand up in the sun, COVID gone.
you give him a chance. You give him a chance, right? As I
All
say,
right, quiet.
it have backup strikers, but again, you have to look at Ronaldo wages, right? Which is
Backup
500.
strikers at the club.
Yes, listen, we
No.
now, right?
Let him man finish your point now.
Yeah.
Right, so it have backup strikers. It have them, which is Rashford and Malacia. I'm not saying we're gonna use them. It have them, but remember, Ronaldo wages is 500k a week, right?
Right.
You look at that money you're going to free up now to actually bring in a better striker. So if it is that he want to leave, I don't see a problem with them. If they get it right to offer for him, let him go and look
I agree.
for a
I would join on
striker
that one.
and look for a striker. You use what you have for the time being until, because the transfer window closing quite in September, as we said.
No,
You understand?
I would Jody, but I just saying we need to get in as he
Yeah,
leaves,
but that was it. We have-
as he ship out, I'm going to be shipping in one time.
Well,
We are waiting to run with no Rashford and no Martial until we ship in. Nah, you understand?
No, if you
That's
can
a
get-
walking.
If
That's
they get
a
it
walking,
till,
right?
Nico, if you get it till quite the end of August, what are you going to do?
No, you had to stay to be get boy. He
You're
had
going to
to
put Phil
stay.
Jones? You're going to put Phil Jones on top?
No, Ronaldo had to stay till we get it. If you want to leave, me had a problem. You're leaving. But here what's going on. When your replacement come, then you go.
Here now. We'll get some comment before I come to Chef, right? Aaron saying Rashford has been starting since 2015 and haven't scored 60 yet. And that's the player who angry at Ronaldo. Yeah.
Wow.
Jamal saying here, sell Ronaldo, bring in Tammy Abraham. Well, I feel Mourinho going to sell he.
Nope.
And the goal burden would be shared by him, Rashford, Marcel, Sancho, and Bruno. Andre Belotti is also a free agent at 28. From the wings, I don't know what that thing is.
He was replying to
Oh.
Aaron.
Okay, right. Yes. All right. United today saying, to be very honest, we need a striker this season to gel with the side because Ronaldo only have one season with us.
Correct. We
Right,
always should have been, and that was actually going to be my point.
Yeah, well,
that
you could
we
go through.
is internet?
Yeah, go through.
Yeah. Okay, so let me answer your question to finish off. Fred, I am not keeping no unhappy player. If you want to leave, let me know now. So we look to get a player in before the start of the season. Because I'm not going in no season depending on Rashford, Martial, and whoever we have right now. You see that? and you see that? No. I want so we always would have had to go into the season with to get a new striker in. So let me not even get caught up in that. So if we selling Ronaldo though, you get some money for Ronaldo. I get what Jody was saying about freeing up the wage bill. But Manchester, you can afford that. So,
All right.
I guess, but I personally find it would be a loss. Dog, I would have liked to see Ronaldo with a working midfield. So you have Christian Eriksen, and you have whoever else coming into the team, and you know he going to get the supply that he would have hoped to be getting from Bruno and Pogba last season. So now he getting Bruno and probably Eriksen. But if the man want to go, let the man go though.
For me, I find he should stay. Right? He
I
should
wanted to stay.
And come January, transfer window,
Yeah.
they'll look for the striker who they want to transition into the team when Ronaldo leaves, so that he will have that period now to kind of gel with the team, or you have feel at the league, or however you want to look at it now.
All right.
I like Tammy Abraham, but I don't find Tammy Abraham is and I want to say I don't find he is a marquee striker, but that youth are real talented. And I find Chelsea was Chelsea do him a real wrong, just shipping him out like that.
And we could have
But-
taken back Lukaku for the 9 million.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah,
Kaku don't want to be in England.
I think I just a mixture both. We definitely get a striker in, and even before the end of the season, we know we needed a striker.
Yeah.
We need a striker. If Ronaldo want to go again, I don't no reason in keeping an happy striker. But you saw what happened with Lukaku for Chelsea season. I don't know how much goals
Mets.
Lukaku score, and you saw that he was not happy, and I think that filtered through the entire team now. You don't want to be poisoning the entire team with unhappy players. So, Tim, if you want to go, let him go.
No matter who the player is.
Yeah, let me get something.
I would like Ronaldo to stay. But
as Jody
not
said,
about
let
what
me the
we like.
wages. Let me the wages. Get somebody in. We have a scouting network, right?
Supposed to.
Right.
Well,
So
half of them get fired last year. So we have a whole new team scouting.
Yeah, so them fellas working. So I guess it got
Very
some.
hope so.
I go
You
send
got
up,
somebody
as I tell her last week, I go send up my daughter, man. She go handle it for them.
Nah, but she having some skill, eh?
Yeah, I watching Smalley making them small men look real old. I said,
boy. Quick boy.
She had to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, so fellas, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I fully agree. It doesn't make sense keeping a player, especially a Ronaldo. I think you might be able to keep somebody else who unhappy and
Who is not really like you see Alan Gardy is not really part of the team anyway.
Yeah,
All right, cool,
yeah.
Yeah.
But with his kind of influence and what he
Lingard can't come yet?
No.
See, wages too high. You got too much money.
But I think it wouldn't be healthy for the team, especially under Ten Hag's rebuild, to have a unhappy player, especially like Ronaldo, because he could be real petty and toxic.
Yeah. That would be too much, especially for the start of a man's career.
Exactly.
Nah.
So if the truth be that Ronaldo really wants to leave, and we can't match his ambition, and he wants to play in Champions League to run and fight down Messi and whatever, let him go. All right. My only concern though is whether we will be able to find a good, replacement that could offer a lot of what Ronaldo does offer.
Let me get a fella from Leipzig, man. The Frenchman and Cuckoo, whatever
he
renewed contract with him.
But still,
so he ain't going nowhere.
Pay some money.
Man does renew contract to get bigger money.
Yeah.
But with the renewal, it have a release clause of I think 75 or 80 million or something like that.
That is what you see that.
Yeah. So you never know.
Yeah, so Jamal saying peace out, Chef, no hard feelings, bless up, glory, Man United. Yeah, man, it's all love, man. Chef, know that. Jody, if you're here, you're here, buddy.
Yeah, Jody's one.
It's supposed to be
Like my weekly dose,
It's supposed to be Phil Spain daddy.
He going to watch
Love Island. Yeah, Love Island on Michael Windot on Love Island. Yeah. Anyway, fellas, so it was nice, guys. We expecting the team flying out to Thailand, Bangkok on Friday. Right? We know that Christian Eriksen and Tyrell Malacia will be on the plane. We hoping that we can
hoping.
Yeah,
we ain't seen Jersey and Han yet.
Yeah. No, them fellas and them by tomorrow. Them fellas inside, Chef, don't worry.
By Wednesday.
I hoping we.
Well, just excuse me if I have no faith in this Manchester United. Let me see Jersey and Han and raising a ball.
Sure. You're getting that soon. But I hoping as well that we could carry Frankie De Jong and Lisandro Martinez. And even, Chef Boy Ronaldo could be on the plane too. Let me get all that whole thing off. We back and let me focus on football and the new season up. That coming up. We want to prepare well. And I want to give Erik ten Hag everything to make his job, as seamless as possible. Give him the tools that he needs to work with, So I'll give you
Yeah,
the
I
last
guess
comment to somebody. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have about 5 weeks again to enjoy my off-season vacation before as we my name down here, man stressed United. Whatever started stress we back out again. Hopefully not,
Yes.
but let me
Hopefully
enjoy
not.
the
Hopefully
next
not.
5 weeks. Yeah, the next 5
At
weeks.
least if we get quality football, at least quality football now, but we might feel a little better.
Yeah,
That
I
is
say we have
all,
something to look
boy.
forward
That is
to.
all. That is all.
Mm.
I tell you, it's one thing to get licks in them, but
The kind of licks we used to get, the way we used to get beat up. Yeah.
And
So guys,
fellas, all they get all the FPL team in again for the All United again.
yeah.
hey,
sure,
Big
man,
and
for
bad.
sure.
I in all your fantasy league this year for sure.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah,
out
so
big
don't
and
worry,
bad.
we go post it. We go post it when time come, right? So
Yeah.
don't worry.
Nice
So guys, Jody, Juju, Boss Man, Manchester United, and Left Coast Chef. Thanks for joining myself and Nico. Guys in the comments. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for the likes, for the shares. Also, don't forget to be on YouTube as well. So go across and give us a subscription on that side as well. All right. So guys, it was nice, and we will see you all on the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.